Imagine lying on an operating table. The lights above you are bright. The room is silent, except for the soft hum of machinery. But this time, there's no human surgeon standing over you. Instead, a robot, precise, unemotional, unshaking, extends its arms with tools in place of hands. Science fiction? Not anymore. AI-powered surgical robots are no longer experimental. They're already in operating rooms, assisting or even leading surgeries across the globe. But what does this mean for your safety, the future of healthcare, and the ethics of medicine? Here's what they don't want you to know. Robotic surgery was once a futuristic dream. Today, companies like Intuitive Surgical, with their Da Vinci surgical system, and newer entrants like CMR Surgical and Medtronic, have made it a clinical reality. These systems offer unparalleled precision, control, and a 3D visual field during minimally invasive procedures. Surgeons control these machines remotely through consoles, but newer systems increasingly rely on artificial intelligence to assist, guide, and in some cases, make autonomous decisions. The key benefits of AI in surgery include precision, as machines don't tremble and AI can execute exact movements that surpass human ability. Data-driven decisions are another advantage, as AI can analyze vast amounts of data in real time, optimizing decisions. Minimally invasive procedures are made possible, enabling smaller incisions, reducing recovery time and hospital stays. Fatigue-free performance is another benefit. Unlike humans, AI doesn't get tired, distracted, or emotionally stressed. So far, so good. But what's the catch? One of the most overlooked dangers is accountability. If an AI-powered system makes a fatal error, who's to blame? The hospital, the software developer, the manufacturer, the surgeon who programmed it? Laws haven't caught up with AI in medicine, and that legal gray area could leave patients vulnerable and without compensation. AI systems rely on data, but what if the data is flawed, outdated, or biased? For instance, an AI trained mostly on surgical outcomes of one ethnicity may perform poorly on others. A robot might learn to make decisions that unintentionally harm underrepresented groups. And unlike humans, AI doesn't have intuition to catch these missteps. Even the best software crashes. A surgical robot experiencing a technical fault mid-operation could be catastrophic. In 2018, a study published in JAMA found over 144 deaths and 1,991 injuries linked to surgical robots over a 14-year span in the US alone. In 2022, a patient in Ontario underwent a complex prostatectomy using the Da Vinci system. The robot allowed for millimeter-level accuracy. Recovery time was cut in half, and the patient was discharged 48 hours later with minimal pain. In another case, a woman undergoing robotic hysterectomy experienced internal burns when the robotic arm misfired. She later sued the hospital, but the settlement was confidential. She claims the robot acted without control. These examples show both the promise and peril of robotic surgery. Let's be honest, robotic systems are expensive, but hospitals that use them often market themselves as high-tech, innovative, and advanced. Patients assume robotic surgery is always better, so they're willing to pay more for it. This marketing angle hides the fact that not all robotic surgeries are necessary or even better than traditional methods. Some believe AI and robotic systems will elevate surgeons' abilities. Others worry it's the beginning of surgical unemployment. As machines become more autonomous, will surgeons become obsolete? Many patients don't fully understand what robotic surgery means. A surgeon might be in the room, or they might not be. The robot might just be assisting, or it could be operating largely on its own. Are patients truly giving informed consent when they sign off? One of the oldest tenets of medicine is human empathy. Robots lack this. A machine can't reassure a frightened patient. It can't interpret subtle cues of pain or discomfort. Critics argue that a fully robotic system strips the heart out of healthcare. Yes, it's coming. Researchers at Johns Hopkins recently performed the world's first autonomous laparoscopic surgery on a pig, and it outperformed human surgeons in consistency and precision. Human-free surgery may be a decade away or less. Future surgical robots will learn from every operation they perform, constantly evolving, improving, and adapting. This raises new challenges. Who owns the learning data? Could AI develop proprietary surgical techniques? What happens if AI surpasses even the best human surgeons? Here's the part the brochures don't mention. Hospitals benefit more than patients from robotic systems in many cases, via marketing, increased fees, and prestige. Failures are underreported. Malfunctions and injuries tied to surgical robots often go unnoticed by the public. Training gaps exist. Some surgeons receive minimal training on these advanced machines, but are still allowed to operate with them. AI decision-making is opaque. Many AI models operate as black boxes, with even developers unsure how certain decisions are made. Corporate interests are deep in the mix. Big tech and medical device companies have a financial incentive to push AI systems, whether or not they're the safest option. The truth is, robotic surgery isn't inherently good or bad. It's a tool, powerful, promising, but far from perfect. So how do you protect yourself as a patient? Ask questions. Is the surgeon experienced with the system? Will they be present during the procedure? Do your homework. Compare hospitals, reviews, and statistics. Demand transparency. Ask about backup protocols in case of malfunction. Push for accountability. Support regulations that clarify legal responsibility in AI-led surgeries. AI is changing surgery faster than most of us realize. What was once a dream is now a reality, and a rapidly evolving one. The benefits are real, but so are the dangers. This isn't just about machines performing operations. It's about redefining trust, control, and human touch in medicine. One thing is clear. The conversation around AI in surgery shouldn't be dominated by corporations and marketing teams. It should be led by patients, doctors, ethicists, and lawmakers before the scalpel is fully handed over to the machine.